Have you ever tried melatonin for sleep?
Melatonin.
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 Melatonin. Melatonin.
Many years ago, I sucked at sleeping. I was just bad, complete trash at sleeping. Melatonin was something that I went after in many different forms. You're probably familiar with them. The melatonin gummies, there's also pills, and of course there's tons of different brands out there. And I tried about 20 plus different brands. Some would work on occasion, maybe for a little bit or a couple of nights, but never consistently. And some I took and I felt like did absolutely nothing. Fast forward to today where I'm sleeping great, and now I'm helping many others, including yourself, actually get to sleep, stay asleep, and wake up feeling great. Have you ever wondered how our body knows when it's time to sleep and when it's time to wake up?
Time to wake up. Okay, hello, can you hear me? Wake up, Chrissy! Chrissy, wake up!
Well, the answer actually lies within melatonin. Yes. Melatonin is actually a hormone that your body naturally produces. I wanted to clear this up because myself in the past, I was not aware of this. And many people even today do not know what melatonin actually is. Most people, when they hear melatonin, they immediately think about a supplement that you can go and purchase from a Walmart or a CVS or a Walgreens or Amazon. So what exactly is melatonin? Melatonin is a hormone produced naturally by a tiny little gland that's deep within your brain called the pineal gland. The pineal gland is a key player in regulating your circadian rhythm and your body's internal master clock. Basically, this means your body will know when it should be awake and when it should be sleeping. Melatonin does a lot for your body, but this video is concerning sleep. So a big responsibility of melatonin is to signal your body to wind down, start relaxing, and getting ready for sleep. Plain and simple, melatonin puts your sleep in check. This means your sleep schedule, how fast you fall asleep, and your overall quality of sleep and how long you sleep. Okay, you may be wondering now, why do people buy melatonin when their body naturally produces it? What's the point? That melatonin that lovely Amazon will deliver next day on your doorstep, can it actually help you sleep better? The answer is yes, when used properly. Before we get into how to properly use melatonin, I wanted you to be aware that you can increase your body's natural production of melatonin, and it's zero cost to you. And these are lifestyle and habit changes. Some of the few to name are viewing morning sunlight for a few minutes in the morning, eating certain foods, and then making sure your room is completely pitch black whenever you're sleeping. If you want more details on how to naturally increase your body's melatonin production, drop a comment below. If enough people comment and are curious enough about it, I'll definitely create some content and put out a video on that. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. How do you use melatonin properly to where it will actually work for you? I've been here. You've been here too as well. So you pop the pill, you chew on that soft sweet gummy. You know how this story pans out. You're laying in bed, you're looking up at your ceiling, lost in thought, and you're wondering, why am I not asleep yet? This brings me into one of the considerations that you must take into account when taking melatonin properly, and this is the timing. Meaning when you're actually taking melatonin. Listen, melatonin works like a dial. That means it takes time to come online and start doing its job. Also, on a side note here, gentlemen, women work this way as well. They are a dial, not a light switch. Okay, when should you take melatonin? Well, there's many factors that go into this, but typically anywhere from 2 hours to up to 6 hours before the intended time that you want to go to sleep is when you want to take the melatonin. If you were looking to sleep at 10 o'clock p.m., that means you would take the melatonin anywhere earliest from 4 p.m. up to 8 p.m. latest. There will be trial and error on your part in assessing where that sweet spot is for you, but that is just how sleep and melatonin work. They are truly unique per person. The amount of melatonin that a given person should take to actually help with their sleep is anywhere from as little as 0.5 milligrams up to 2 milligrams. Yes, I know, you're probably thinking, what? That little amount will help me sleep? You think that because the melatonin that you currently use, or melatonin that you have bought in the past has had high amounts of melatonin, anywhere from 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, 15 milligrams, and even more than that in some brands. Of course, all of those are well over the 0.5 to 2 milligram range. Taking melatonin amounts higher than that range will actually end up making your sleep worse in most situations, and also can lead to other health effects that you don't even know about. Pay attention to the timing of when you're taking the melatonin and the amount of melatonin that you're taking. You do this, and your experience with taking melatonin to help you sleep will be very different. You should be aware of this, that taking melatonin as a supplement to help you sleep better is only a tool to be used in specific situations. The first one being if you're looking to adjust your sleep schedule in the short term, keyword short term. So what this looks like is if you're sleeping at 10 o'clock p.m. and you're wanting to sleep a little bit earlier, so you want to move that time to 9 o'clock. Taking that melatonin for a few weeks up to a month latest will help you transition to that earlier sleep time smoothly. The second situation is when you're traveling to a different time zone.
So, I guess I'll see you in 10 hours.
What are you going to do with your time off?
Travel.
And this is where melatonin has high value. When you travel to a different time zone, your body's internal clock gets all out of whack. And we all know that worst feeling when you're traveling, whether it's for business or whether it's for vacation or whatever the situation. When you get to your location, you're tired, you're wrecked, you have no energy. So what ends up happening is those first few days, maybe even leading up to the week, you just don't feel 100%. When you get to that location and you start taking melatonin, again, with the right timing and the right amount, it'll help you sync your body to that new time zone quicker. It'll help you get to sleep easier and smoother. That way, you don't have to deal with that whole jet lag situation that everyone loves dealing with. So there you have it. Melatonin can help you sleep better, but only when you're using it properly. Now, the next time that you plan on taking melatonin, you'll know how to use it properly and you'll actually get good results from it. Melatonin use long-term is not the answer. You'll run into all kinds of problems, but in a nutshell, long-term use of melatonin will only make your sleep worse over time. Using melatonin to help with sleep is a short-term tool. That means anywhere from a week up to a month max. Thanks for watching this video. You now know how to properly use melatonin. You now know that it can help you with sleep. If you watch this video to the end, it's likely you are looking to level up your sleep. So go ahead and hit that subscribe, because that is exactly what will happen when you start watching my content.